Okay, so this week we experienced for the first time someone clapping at the end of a film in the cinema. Now, I've seen some good films in the cinema, like Avengers Endgame. I've seen half of it. That's so hard to edit now, I've got to do the full thing. Stop moving!
We're overexposed, it's gonna look awful. Right, do it again.
But what film was it? I mean, I've seen a lot of good films in the cinema. I mean, I've seen Avengers Endgame, The Dark Knight, Godfather Part 2, Grown Ups 3, and none of them. But it was Aladdin. People were clapping at the end of Aladdin. Who'd have knew?
Who'd have knew?
Yeah. Who would have known? Who would have known? Who would have? So, in terms of the story, I mean, do we really have to mention this? I mean, does anyone really not know the story of Aladdin?
They didn't change anything. They kept the same Disney story and didn't really do any alterations.
I reckon for the benefit of you out there that's not seeing the story of Aladdin, we'll go through it. So, Aladdin's a drug addict from Edinburgh who stumbles through bad ideas with his friends and his underage girlfriend. When he's faced with an opportunity to steal a handsome amount of money, but at the expense of his friends, will he do it? Let's find out in this remake of Aladdin. Find out after the break. Okay, so characters. Go on, I'll let you do it. Big Smith boy.
Okay, so the genie is played by the one and only Will Smith.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's going to be more than one Will Smith in the world. I mean, there's 7.7 billion people in the world right now, Chloe. I think it's just a bit lazy to presume that there's just one Will Smith.
The original genie was probably a really tough act to follow.
Who played the original genie?
Robin Williams.
Oh, well done.
Are you impressed with me?
I'm so impressed with you.
Yeah, so obviously Robin Williams got a special place in everyone's heart, and also the original Aladdin, most people's childhood. So he had quite a big job. He was quite a good character, full of energy. However, a few questionable moments with CGI. His face looked very distorted, and so he looked much better when he was like as himself.
Just Will Smith.
Yeah.
Is that it? Have you found the show now? So Aladdin. Right.
Okay.
So Aladdin, I think he tries to be exactly like the Aladdin in the animated film, and sometimes that doesn't really flesh up to screen as well as he probably hoped it would. Then again, this is his first film, and I didn't think he was that bad. I thought it was alright actually. Just, yeah, a few moments where it was like, that's not a cartoon, that's a person. You're not fooling me, bloody Guy Ritchie.
Okay, so Jafar, as we all know, is...
Well, I don't know, so would you like to tell me?
He's Aladdin's uncle, and he is a bad boy.
What, is he his uncle?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yes.
Really?
Pretty sure he is.
I thought Aladdin was just like a street boy though.
Not Aladdin's uncle, sorry, Jasmine's uncle.
Oh, I was going to say.
Sorry, my bad. Jasmine's uncle. The actor who plays him is absolutely horrendous. It's just not a believable character.
Why though?
Because instead of going with a creepy psychopath who is clearly trying to get power and rule everything...
Like in the 1992 version?
Yeah. They've gone for a soft-voiced, power-hungry man, and it just doesn't work.
I will be the Sultan.
It just seems feeble. It doesn't seem like the kind of guy who actually wants world domination.
So the music is just the same as the original. However, they did spice things up a bit. So when they asked if they could copy their homework, they thought, you know what, yeah, but spice up a bit, and that they did. In this case, Friend Like Me, where it goes like da-na-na-na-na. They had like a little drum and bass. It's like
Made it more modern.
It was more suited to Will Smith's great singing. Welcome to Aladdin. Take me to Aladdin. I'm surprised that wasn't one of the songs actually.
That one?
That's Will Smith. No, that's one of Will Smith's songs. So yeah, I think they made that song better. Yeah.
Yeah, I made this point to you though that they're going to try and keep the songs similar, because you were saying how the songs were all the exact same as the original movie, and you wanted to see some new ones. That I was saying.
I want to see like dubstep Aladdin. Right, what about the set design then?
The set design, yeah, it was it's pretty good. Some questionable moments, for example, the people who are supposed to be in poverty, or the street rats, as known in the films, are wearing pretty clean clothing considering they live on the streets. There was one scene where Aladdin feeds some dates to a homeless child, and he's all muddied up, he's dirty, he's covered in rags.
Like literally,
That's what you'd expect to see through everyone else who also is associated with being a street rat, and they weren't. They were just.
Like literally, like myself, like I shower at least 3 times a year, and I was much more clean, and Aladdin was much more clean than me, and you just wouldn't expect to see that. I would have liked to seen some mud on people. Like they could have done an Arnold Schwarzenegger Predator moment and just rub mud on the face so that Jafar couldn't see them. I don't know if that's how. Why are you saying this?
I'm sorry.
I don't know if that's how Jafar's mind control works, whether it's through thermal energy or whatever, but if it is, then just wipe mud on yourself. You can't see it. Guy Ritchie, as a director, I thought was a bit weird. Have you ever seen a Guy Ritchie film?
What's an example of one?
We're asking questions now. I'm pretty sure he did Robots.
I liked Robots.
And Back to the Future 2. He did that one. He did Metropolis, the 1929 edition. He did Scooby-Doo Monsters Unleashed.
Which one's that one?
That's
Is that the one with all the ghost heads?
No, that's one with Shrek. And he always like speeds stuff up because he's a bit like, he's trying to be an auteur. And he'll like speed up dancing like in the songs, and it was just really weird because they'd be like, it's just a bit like, okay. Didn't realise that Indians were quicker than the rest of us. So in terms of the justification for a remake, money is probably the main one. I mean, it made money, so I guess that's the justification. I mean, in terms of the audience, I guess it was good to see Will Smith as the genie. Did you enjoy him?
I love Will Smith.
I thought it was good, actually. I did like Will Smith. Other than that, it's basically just the same as the 1992 version. Apart from the runtime in this was like an extra half an hour. And the bits that they added in, like with Aladdin trying to get with Jasmine, and then Will Smith trying to get with Jasmine's main servant.
I think the cave scene was a bit longer as well.
Yeah, maybe.
The temptation scene, I think they went into a bit more into detail into that.
But I really liked the parts they added in. I felt like that was the best part of the film, instead of the shot-for-shot make. But because they added all this stuff, like the pacing was really off and everything felt really rushed. And I feel like if they wanted to go down the avenue of it being more like a love story and like him trying to get with her, they could have made it into like a mini-series. I know that won't make money, which is the main goal, because they don't care about anything except money. Bloody Disney. I think you'd have enough money with owning the rights to Miles Needs Mums and all that.
I know what you're going to put over my face during this moment. So overall it was good, but it makes you worry about the other Disney remakes that they're going to do. Are they going to do the same thing with Lion King and just do copy the original?
To be fair though, Jon Favreau is doing it, who did The Jungle Book, and he changed things up a bit in that, which is why The Jungle Book is so good. It is so good.
My verdict is a 4 out of 5.
I'm going to give it 3, just because the main justification for its money, really. I did like Will Smith. Without Will Smith in it, it'd probably been like, let's not watch this ever again. And it was nice to go through feeling those emotions that we all felt in 1992. Well, not me, because I wasn't born. But yeah, anyway, if this video...
Wait, hold on a minute, I didn't give my review.
My god, it's like you have an opinion.
The reason I gave it a 4 was because I thought it was a really good remake. I thought the acting was really good. Just like you said, I would have liked to see a little bit of change, a little bit of difference, a bit of individuality in the new film. Make it different. Yeah. But yeah, 4.
4.
4.
4. Anyway, that is the end of another brilliant review. If this video